I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my back.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Good, sweetie!
The first carry now for Jordan Howard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Watch the screen.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz on third down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 47. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Hey, box truck.
47 is the mark.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, high 7. Give me that ball, defense.
56, Mike, 56.
Running from the gun with Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top-5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Wentz now to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Down. 10 Tucson. Check 53. Hey, check. Go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Hey, Echo. Here, want it. Hey, check Mike 57. Go. 57. Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got some room at the 30. Completes it to Aguilar. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On 2nd down now. It's Howard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a... Take it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Set, ready, 8, read. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Haywood. 57's Mike. Mark 57. Hey, watch this. Go.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point, so field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll start out with great field position at 47-yard line in enemy territory. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first, they go right back to Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Running with Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Defense.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Aguilar. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a two-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 47.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check 37. Check.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Now.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The toss out to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Let's go now.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long.
Hey. 4-7's
Second and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Give me some. Hey, Delta. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Switch. Let's go.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go. Switch. You draw quarters. Alert 3. Go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, they run with Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Burks over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Howard. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yes, yes. Mike, 53, Mike.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go to Barkley again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. I don't think you got it, sir. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Hey, exit. Yeah, I got you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go with Howard again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here we go. 280. Right there. 56. Ricky.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now wins. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Pilot 64, reach. On the get.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
5.
53, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
10-2 stop.
Check 53, Mike. Watch this.
X3. 218, chopper.
Watch this slam. Check your hot read. Tighten up.
Big rip.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Big Sears right here. We got to step up.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Right here, right here.
One final try now for Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.